make sure, A, you're leaving enough room for the team to get through, and B, you're paying attention.
Yeah, you gotta make sure your phone's always updated with your computer. And you need to update your all that stuff. You're a hot mess.
Devin McDonald, 74, is the normal kicker, I believe. He is the place kicker. It looks like maybe 22 will kick it away, the approach and the kick, and he does so. That was Dylan Markham. Jeremy Wareham with the football for the Buckeyes up the middle of the field, and Nelsonville-York will have nice field position to begin tonight's game on their own 40.
Yeah, he was tackled in there by number 33. That's Dovenbarger, and you know, one thing, you know, that is one part of the game that we've definitely excelled in, I think, this year is our kick return. And Jeremy's just done a great job finding that hole and getting us in good field position to start every drive.
Buckeyes 1st and 10. First play of this game. Buckeyes in a T formation. Hunter Edwards at quarterback under center. Jeremy Wareham comes in motion to this side. Handoff. Noah Andrews battling for some tough yardage, and the Raiders will take him down. Noah picks up about 3 yards for the Buckeyes.
And Mike Williams on that tackle. And if you look right now, the Raiders are doing something that I've been surprised we haven't seen out of Newark Catholic and also Bern Union. You know, they're going to play with a 6-man front, and, you know, they're going to pretty much dare us to throw the ball. And you know, and right now, you know, with the way you know, we've been throwing, you know, with our play action game, this is a great opportunity right here to take advantage of that.
Second down and about 7 for the Buckeyes on their own 43. Pitch out, Alex Mount on the right side, cutting it up, trying to get away. And he'll go down right at the 45. He picks up a couple, and the Buckeyes are going to face a 3rd and 5.
Yeah, I tell you, there were several Raiders in there on that tackle, and it looked like it was led in. And there again by Williams and number 13 for the Raiders, and that's Ty Smitty. And 3rd down and 6 here now for the Buckeyes.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
3rd and 5 for Nelsonville-York on their own 45. Out of the I formation. Edwards takes a snap, drops back to pass, looking to throw, throwing over the middle. And it is incomplete, broken up by Tyler Timon out there.
And that was a nice job by Timon, because I'll tell you, he timed that just in time because Warren had a step on him. Wasn't a bad throw either. Timon, he just made a good jump on the ball. And I'll tell you, Buckeyes now faced here with a 4th down to start this first drive.
Jeremy Wareham will punt it away on 4th and 5. Buckeyes on their own 45. Back deep is Tyler Timon and also Kirk Morrow. Nice snap. No rush. Warren gets it away. A low liner up the field. And the Buckeyes will down it. And River Valley will have their first possession on their own 28-yard line.
Yeah, I think one thing the Buckeyes are going to have to do if they're going to see that 6-man front, they're going to have to run a twins or maybe even spread it out here a little bit, try to break that up and try to break that inside line up and give us some more lanes to run in.
Quarterback for River Valley is Dayton Hardway. Last week, he was 5 of 15 passing for 51 yards against Eastern. The leading rusher was Sam Payne. He wears number 2. He had 11 carries for 55 yards. On their own 27-yard line, 1st down and 10. Man in motion this side. He takes the handoff. That's Kirk Morrow. And he'll go down right around the 32-yard line as he'll pick up about 4 yards.
Yeah, it looks like Alex Mount on that tackle as he turned the corner. And tell you, Elliott Walker did a good job. He come up and forced that carry to take a step inside, which helped Mount get to the ball. And looks like right now we're going to see a lot of no huddle here by the Raiders.
Gain of 3. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Raiders. Dayton Hardway at quarterback. Takes a snap, keeps it himself, comes to the side, now back to the middle of the field, and he'll cross the 35-yard line, about the 36, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and short situation for River Valley. Third down and about 1.
Like Donovan Ross on that tackle, and
7 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 1 to go
big
for
third
the
down
Raiders.
conversion here now for the Raiders.
Dayton Hardway under center at quarterback on 3rd and 1. Hands it off, and the man has the first down, the first man through, and he takes it all the way out to the 48-yard line.
And he carried some Buckeyes there. Mays on the first contact, and also a Mount.
Number 44, Josh Campbell on the carry. Out to the 48.
Josh Campbell on that carry for
1st and 10.
the Raiders, 1st and 10 on their own 48-yard line. No score, 9 minutes to play in the first quarter. Dayton Hardway, the quarterback, about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Will throw along on the left side. And it falls incomplete, broken up by Nungester on the far side.
Okay, and that was a nice job by Nungester. He was with him step by step, and underthrown ball that time, and it hung up there for a minute, and Nungester did a good job of high pointing that and knocking it down.
2nd down and 10 for River Valley on their own 48. Hardway at quarterback. Man comes in motion to this side. Hardway keeps it himself after the fake handoff, and he takes it into Buckeye territory. He'll be knocked down at the Buckeye 48, a gain of about 4.
And I tell you, that was a good tackle by Alex Mount, because I think he was the last one left on that side. And as the viewers are going to see, we're at a different angle than we've been all year, so it's kind of hard to see the whole field and see some of these numbers. But right now I can tell you, Alex Mount did a good job of staying home and making that tackle.
So a 3rd down and 6 for River Valley at the Buckeye 48-yard line. Dayton Hardway at quarterback for the Raiders. Man comes in motion to this side. Play action. He's back to pass, being rushed. Now he will throw, and it's going to fall incomplete and bring up a 4th down and about 6 for River Valley.
I tell you, Buckeyes had some good pressure at time, and he just basically threw the ball away, and he did a good job of throwing it to where there was a receiver, but some also where it couldn't be intercepted.
Dylan Markham will punt it away for River Valley. Jeremy Warren back deep for Nelsonville-York.
Hey, this is a situation where the Buckeyes really got to watch that ball, too. Penalty there could have given him a 1st down.
Good snap. Kick is away. Nice high punt. And the Buckeyes will let it bounce. Takes a River Valley roll inside the Buckeye 5-yard line. And it looks like the Buckeyes will be starting their 2nd possession around the 2, maybe the 3-yard line.
I tell you, that's about a 45-yard punt that time by River Valley. Yeah, it's definitely pinned the Buckeyes deep, and start this 2nd series at about the 2-3-yard line.
Looks like they spotted at the 2, and the Buckeyes will have a 1st down and 10 from there. No score, 7:47 to play in quarter number 1. Each team has had the ball once. Buckeyes now with it for the 2nd time, but this time they'll start on their own 2. Edwards takes a snap, hands it off to Noah Andrews on the right side, and some good running room for Noah Andrews as he gets it out close to the 10. It looks like they'll spot it around the 9.
Arrowwood on that tackle, and you're right, that is a nice hard run by Andrews. And that's who you want to get the ball right there. You want those quick hitters when you're down deep in your own end zone there, and nice run by Andrews.
2nd down and 3, Buckeyes on their own 9-yard line. Hunter Edwards under center at quarterback. Takes a snap. Hands it off to Jeremy Warren coming to this side, and he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
That was Williams. He's at that D end, and I tell you, he did a nice job. He just stepped inside that trap block and just didn't know where to run for Warren.
So the Buckeyes will have a 3rd down and about 3 on their own 9-yard line. Clock running, 6:45 to play in the opening quarter. No score. Third and 3 for Nelsonville-York. Buckeyes out of the eye. Pitch out. Alex Mount comes to this side. Mount has the 1st down as he takes it out to the 15. A pickup of 6 for the Buckeyes.
That was a nice job also by Andrews on that lead block. And he's brought down in there by George Williams of the Raiders, and he was almost. I mean, I tell you, Williams had to keep a hold of him because he was able to fight through that first hit.
First and 10 for Nelsonville-York on their own 15-yard line. Wearing in motion to this side. And the ball's loose. Edwards picks it up, and he'll be taken down right around the 14-yard line. It looks like a loss of 1 for the Buckeyes.
And Josh Campbell in on that tackle from his linebacker spot. And tell you, that's a good job by Hunter. He's able to reach down and make sure we kept possession of the football.
Last week, River Valley held Eastern to just 25 rushing yards on 34 attempts. Of course, the Buckeyes have been running the ball well. Second down and 11, and whistles blow the play dead.
Looks like we got the first penalty of the game.
Legal procedure on Nelsonville-York. So that'll make it second down and about 16. Buckeyes back on their own 9-yard line. Bryson Mungester coming in with the play. 5:20 to play in the first quarter. No score. Buckeyes second down and 16 back on their own 9-yard line. Two receivers split out on each side. Edwards takes a snap. Throwing, and he's hit right as he releases the ball, and it falls incomplete. So the Buckeyes will have a 3rd and 16.
Tell you, Williams on that tackle, and that young man's had a good first quarter so far, and applying the pressure on Edwards as he threw it.
Again, the Buckeyes back on their 9-yard line, facing a 3rd and 16. Buckeyes once again splitting out two receivers on each side. Edwards takes a snap, and it's a quarterback draw. And the ball came loose. River Valley, they say they have it.
It looks like they're fighting for the ball right now.
It looks like the Buckeyes will keep it. Of course, dual possession stays with the offense.
And Arrowwood had his hands on it also, and Buckeyes now facing a 4th down at about 14. Waring's going to be punt for the Buckeyes, and he's going to be back almost on the goal line.
So the Raiders looking to get good field position as Timon and Morrow in Buckeye territory to receive the punt. Fair catch called for and made by Kirk Morrow. And River Valley will start at the Buckeye 42-yard line.
Yeah, it's good field position for River Valley to start this drive. But, like I said, the Buckeye defense, you got to hats off to them. They have stood strong, I think, all year this year. And, and once again, they got a big challenge, big offensive line coming at them, and big drive here for River Valley.
First down and 10 at the Buckeye 42. Again, Dayton Hardway at quarterback. Takes a snap, hands it off around the left side. Fake reverse.
Dustin Bickers on the carry inside the 40-yard line.
And that was Dustin Bickers on that carry.
And Donovan Ross on that tackle for the Buckeyes after a pickup of about 6-7 yards, I believe.
And it looks like they'll spot it inside the Buckeye 40 at about the 38. Gain of about 4, maybe 5. Second down for River Valley. Hardway looking to pass, throwing on the left side, long, and it falls incomplete as it nearly caught by Kirk Morrow.
And Warren had great coverage out there, and I'm looking at Warren. Warren tried to go up for that interception, and it looked like he actually was had his arm held down, and he's kind of letting the official just say, hey, look, he's holding my arm, and just good coverage by Jeremy Warren.
Kirk Morrow, the leading receiver for River Valley last week against Eastern. He had 3 catches for 40 yards. Third down and about 6 for River Valley at the Buckeye 38. 3:52 to play In the first quarter, no score. Hardway, low snap. Throws on the right side, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Tyler Timon, and Alex Mount in coverage for the Buckeyes.
And I tell you, he had an opportunity there. He just overthrew Timon, and Mount was there on the coverage, but he did have a step on him.
And you wonder if that low snap might have made the quarterback hurry a little bit because he wasn't sure what's coming time you look down at your feet to get the ball.
And Talbert and Andrews have put good pressure on him every time he's been back to pass.
River Valley punting it away. Short punt.
Take a Buckeye bounce.
And they will down it. The Buckeyes will have it on their own 17-yard line. So good job by the Buckeye defense holding the Raiders. They started at the Buckeye 42, and the Buckeyes held them. And now the offense will take the field once again. 3:39 to play in the first quarter. No score.
And much better field position this time to start this drive for the Buckeyes.
Buckeyes on their own 18-yard line. First down and 10, out of the eye. Edwards takes the snap, hands it off to Alex Mount, shoots up the middle. A good hole by that offensive line, and Mount accelerates through it and picks up about 6 yards.
I tell you, and he really does. He's tackled in there by Dylan Brown, but you are right. He hits that hole really fast. And
gain of about 7, actually. It brings up 2nd and 3 for the Buckeyes on just inside their own 25. Out of the eye once again. Hand off to Noah Andrews this time, and let's see where they spot it. He's close to the sticks.
Yeah,
That's your Justin
Airwood on that tackle.
And that's a first down for the Buckeyes.
That was one of the quick hitters, and that's it's meant to get that first down. Nice hard run there by Andrews.
Aaron Davis coming in with the Buckeye play on first down and 10. Nelsonville-York. Buckeyes on their own 28. Hand off to this side. Jeremy Warren looking for some running room, and see where they spot it. Looks like he'll pick up about 3 yards, maybe 4, maybe 5 on the spot.
Tell you what he did is Williams came up the field, came too far up the field. Warren cut it backside, and like you said, it didn't look like he got very many yards, but he picked up 4 or 5 yards there.
They did spot it on the 33, so that's a 5-yard gain for Jeremy Warren. Brings up 2nd and 5. Buckeyes out of the eye. Alex Mount takes the handoff, trying to spin away, and he'll take it out across the 35 to about the 37-yard line.
Josh Campbell on that tackle. And I'll tell you, Mount is just, it's amazing just how fast he hits the hole. He's really running hard on those dives for the Buckeyes.
Buckeyes with a 3rd and 1 now. Nelsonville-York on their own 37. 1:39 to play in the first quarter. No score here at River Valley High School. The Buckeyes and the Raiders. T formation for Nelsonville-York on 3rd and 1. And a flag comes in. The Buckeyes pick up the first down, but again, a flag is down.
Hey, sometimes them side judges are really picky too on when your lead block starts forward, and I think they might have got us on that.
Legal motion on Nelsonville-York. So now the Buckeyes will have a 3rd and 6.
That's the second penalty on the night for 10 yards now for the Buckeyes, and we'll bring, like you said, a long 3rd down and 6 now for the offense.
Walker Elliott coming in with the Buckeye play. Buckeyes 3rd and 6 after the illegal motion penalty. Buckeyes back on right around their own 33-yard line. Edwards takes the snap, back to pass, trying to dump it off towards Noah Andrews, but it's going to fall incomplete. And the Buckeyes will have a 4th down and 6.
Buckeyes trying to set up a screen that side to Andrews. Of course, one of the tricky things is your line got to hold their blocks for so long, and they all got to do it in sync. And if not, you got one guy rushing quicker than the other, and it's really sets your quarterback off.
Jeremy Wareham will punt it away. Buckeyes 4th and 6 on their own 33. High snap. Wareham pulls it down. No rush. Gets it away. Fair catch called for and made back at the 42. And that's Kirk Morrow that makes that fair catch. So the Raiders will start on their own 42 this time instead of on the Buckeyes 42 like last time.
And right now both offenses are moving the ball. They're picking up about a first down or 2 first downs at a time. And then both defenses are starting to stand stout, and it's hard to get that drive going. And right now both defenses are playing extremely tough.
Raiders 1st and 10 on their own 42. Again, number 4, Dayton Hardway at quarterback. Man in motion to the left. He'll take the handoff around the left side. Buckeyes in pursuit, and he's going to go down right around the line of scrimmage.
Hey, one thing about running a jet sweep like that, that play takes so long to develop, especially when you're running it wide. And if you got good speed on the defensive side, like we do, Nungester on that play was on the tackle, and Donovan Ross, you can stretch that out and basically get no gain out of it.
2nd down and 10 for River Valley, and we have an official's timeout. 35 seconds to play in the first quarter, no score. River Valley on their own 42, a 2nd down and 10 situation. Again, Dayton Hardway at quarterback. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Hardway throws on the left side, and it is caught. Morrow on that reception, and he'll take it all the way down to around the Buckeye 22.
But I tell you, Jim, I see his flag, and it might be an offensive pick on the Raiders.
Flag is laying about 5 yards from the line of scrimmage on the River Valley 48.
And I think that's what it is. It looked like basically it's a rub play. You got your outside receiver rubbing off the defender on the inside, and it creates that open receiver, and you can get close to him. You can't touch him. And
yeah, offensive pass interference, you called it on River Valley.
And I tell you, that is an absolute great play to run. If you can get it, if you can get your outside receiver to break down in front of him, because that still causes that delay. And a lot of times they have that receiver run right past him, and then the defender runs basically right into him, and it's just an illegal pick.
So let's see where they spot it at. And they're going to spot it back on the River Valley 28-yard line. So they'll have a 2nd down and about 27 yards to go. Man in motion, it's Morrow to the left. Fake handoff. Hardway looking to throw, being rushed, and he'll just ground it. The Buckeyes had everything covered on that. Nice defense by the Buckeyes.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Jay Elliott was sitting over here along with Wareham, because it was going to be set up as a backside screen here. And I tell you, the Buckeyes read that perfect, and basically quarterback did a good job of just throwing it away and keeping from happening another sack.
Brings up a 3rd down at about 27. River Valley back on their own 28-yard line. Dayton Hardway at quarterback. Couple receivers on each side. He has Justin Arrowwood in the backfield with him. Hardway takes a snap, and he'll hand it off on a draw play. And Arrowwood is stopped right around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's actually a nice, safe call by River Valley. Talbert on that tackle along with McManus. And that's just a good, safe play, and it puts you in a punting situation, but it also doesn't cause a turnover.
At the end of the first quarter here at River Valley High School, it's the Buckeyes 0 and the Raiders 0. Beginning of the second quarter of play, River Valley will punt it away. Back on their own 28, 4th and about 27. Buckeyes with a rush. He gets it away, and the Buckeyes do not hit the kicker. And River Valley will down it, and the Buckeyes will have it on their own 44-yard line. So last couple of possessions, the Buckeyes have been winning the field position.
Yeah, and Andrews had great pressure at time and did a good job of staying off the punter. And I tell you, another nice job by Buckeyes. Dakota Mays punt got close to him. He's able to get out of the way. I tell you, you hate to have a turnover on a bad a bounce off of a punt.
Buckeyes on their own 44, first down and 10. Mountain Andrews in the Buckeye backfield. Edwards takes a snap, hands it off to Alex Mount, and he'll take it out close to the 48-yard line. Looks like they'll spot it to the 47. He'll pick up 3 yards.
Yeah, Ty Smitty closed out. I thought Mount was going to be able to get more out of that, and Smitty came up from his linebacker, made a nice tackle on Mount.
Second down and 7 for the Buckeyes on their own 47-yard line. Hunter Edwards about 5 yards behind the line. Will take the direct snap. Fakes the handoff, rolls to this side, throws, and it is caught by Jeremy Warren, breaks a tackle. Across the 40, Jeremy Warren across the 30. Breaks another tackle. He steps out of bounds right around the 25-yard line of River Valley.
Okay, that was a nice job. Warren pushed his guy deep and was able to stop on a dime and come back for that ball. Hunter put that right on the spot, right where it was supposed to be.
Again, last week, Hunter Edwards, 158 yards passing. Jeremy Warren, 114 yards in receiving on 5 catches. First and 10 Buckeyes at the Raider 25. Opening minute of the second quarter of play, no score. Buckeyes in an I formation. Handoff, Alex Mount. Takes it on the left side, big hole, Alex Mount. Looks like he may have another Buckeye first down. And they'll mark it at the 13 of River Valley, a gain of 12, and a first down for Nelsonville-York.
Morrow on the tackle, and tell you that time Buckeyes ran away from their power side, and Mount was able to find a nice 11-yard gain.
Buckeyes at the Raider 13, first down and 10. Wearing in motion to the left side. Quick pitch goes to Alex Mount on that left side. Has some running room.
I think he might have made it in.
And he's in. Touchdown Buckeyes. Alex Mount from 13 yards out.
Hey, and that's a play there where we're able to pull 2 guys out there and lead Mount around the corner, and with all the linebackers stuffed inside like that, with 6-man front, that's where we want Alex to get the ball.
Garrett Maiden will attempt the point after touchdown. Jeremy Warren will hold. Nice snap, and the kick is up. Nice kick by Garrett Maiden. It's through the uprights. And the Buckeyes take a 7-0 lead, 10:24 to play, first half. Garrett Maiden will kick it away for Nelsonville-York. Tyler Timon back deep to receive the kick along with Kirk Morrow. Maiden with the approach and the kick. A short kick comes to this side. Picked up by Morrow. Takes it to the right side. Buckeyes in pursuit, and he'll go down around.
He's still going.
No, actually,
right now.
he breaks it out of there and takes it out to the 45-yard line.
Okay, and that was McManus holding on to him until Donovan Ross got there. And last week, Buckeyes, we struggled a little bit on the kicking game, and
so they'll spot it at the 44 of River Valley, and that's where the Raiders will have a first down and 10 after the Buckeye touchdown. Dayton Hardway at quarterback. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Does throw, and it's incomplete as it short hops down at the Buckeye 44-yard line.
We had Nungester in there on the coverage for the Buckeyes.
Mark Ray, the intended receiver. Second down and 10. Raiders on their own 44. Splitting out a receiver on each side. Hardway takes a snap. He hands it off, and the Buckeyes bring him down right around the line of scrimmage.
And I tell you, right now,
Justin Arrowwood on the carry.
69 is on that tackle, and he's not on the roster. I don't know if that's David Ray or not, but it is from that linebacker spot.
Third down and 9. Raiders on their own 45. Dayton Hardaway at quarterback. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Throws over the middle. Morrow makes the catch, and he's going to have the first down. And the ball's loose, but it went out of bounds right around the Buckeye 42-yard line. Again, the Raiders have a first down.
Hey, Garrett Maiden in there playing some defensive back, freshman in there, and his receiver ran him long, but he was able to fight that off, come back and make that tackle. That's the first completion on the night outside of the penalty, one that was brought back by a penalty.
They spotted at the Buckeye 41, first down and 10 for the Raiders. Nelsonville-York up 7-0, 9:26 to play in the second quarter. Dayton Hardaway at quarterback, takes a snap, looking to throw once again. Throwing long on the right side, and it's incomplete. Down around the Buckeye 15.
Walker Elliott defending on that pass, and right now River Valley's kind of went away from the running game where they haven't been able to have much success, and they're starting to throw the ball a little bit.
Second down and 10 at the Buckeye 41. Quarterback Hardaway will take the direct snap, hands it off, and that's Arrowwood, and he'll be knocked down after a gain of 1 to the Buckeye 40.
That's Jacob Talbert on that tackle, and the Buckeye defenders or defensive line have done a good job up front, and just about every game this year. Only a 1-yard gain that time by River Valley.
Third down and 9. We have an official's timeout. Raiders at the Buckeye 40. It looks like we're ready to go. Dayton Hardaway at quarterback, takes a snap, looking to throw. Throwing long over the middle, and it falls incomplete. Intended receiver was Kirk Morrow.
And that was that's the second time so far in the first half that Waring's been able to get a hand up there and bring down a pass. It was just slightly underthrown. Because I'll tell you, Morrow had another step on us in the backfield, and if he'd have brought that in, he was definitely going in for 6.
Dylan Markham will punt it away on 4th and 9 at the Buckeye 40. Nice snap. Gets it away. Buckeyes call the fair catch and make it right at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you, I don't know if Nungester got his hand up high enough, but he did a good job of catching the ball, keeping that ball from bouncing and taking it down inside the 10 and giving us good field position here to start this drive. And man, I tell you, it'd be great to be able to put another one in here before the half.
Buckeyes first down and 10 on their own 20-yard line. Leading 7-0, 8:40 to play in the first half here at River Valley High School. Buckeyes in an I formation. Handoff, Alex Mound, and he's taken down right as he took that handoff.
Okay, there was a couple Raiders in the backfield immediately, and it led in there by number 71. That's Jordan Gillian.
And that'll be a loss of 1. Buckeyes with a 2nd and 11 back at the 19. $8:12 to play. Clock running here in the second quarter. Buckeyes up 7-0, facing a 2nd and 11 on their own 19-yard line. Dakota Mays in motion to the left side. Edwards looking to throw, throws a slant, but the whistle blows a play dead. Everybody relaxed, and Timon does intercept it, but again, the whistles were blowing long before.
So that's the third motion penalty so far we've had on the Buckeyes, and I'm not sure if we're just starting early coming off the ball or they're really watching our motion people, making sure they're not turning up field too fast.
5-yard mark off against the Buckeyes. It'll bring up a 2nd and 16. Buckeyes on their own 14-yard line. Jeremy Warren jogs in with the play. Of course, Buckeyes just hoping to get a good chunk of this back with a 2nd and 16. Dakota Mays in motion. Edwards back to pass, throwing long on this side towards Jeremy Warren, and he pulls it in. Jeremy Warren's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. 86-yard touchdown pass.
I tell you,
Hunter Edwards to Jeremy Warren.
And he threw that at about the only place he could throw that to. That was just a great pass and right over top of Morrow's hand and caught Jeremy Warren in stride.
Garrett Maiden will attempt the point after touchdown. Pretty pass, pretty catch. Good job of the offensive line to keep the rush away from Hunter Edwards.
Tell you, the play we had the penalty on earlier, Warren came in with a quick slant. Basically same play at time, and we just set that corner up looking for that inside slant.
Extra point is good by Garrett Maiden. 7:24 to play before halftime. 14-0 Buckeyes. Garrett Maiden will kick it away for the Buckeyes. Kirk Morrow and Tyler Timon back deep for the Raiders. Maiden kicks it up the field, and it's taken by Tyler Timon, brings it up the middle of the field. Stutter steps, and he'll be taken down right around the 33-yard line.
Say Jacob Tower, first one down the field, he makes the tackle.
What a way to get out of your own hole. Buckeyes 2nd and 16, back on the 14. How about dialing up a long touchdown pass? 1st and 10 Raiders on their own 33-yard line. At quarterback, once again, is Dayton Hardway for the Raiders. Man in motion to the right side. He fakes the handoff. Hardway keeps it, the quarterback. And he'll be taken down out right around the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of close to 7.
Tell you, that's Martinez on the tackle, and it kind of puts River Valley. I don't want to say they have to panic or anything, but it definitely puts them in a little bit an urgent mode here to kind of get some points on the board before the half.
2nd down and 4 for Raiders.
2nd down and about 3 for River Valley on their own 40. Hardway hands it off, and that's Arrowwood. And let's see where they spot that one. He may have the first down. It looks like he has it. Right at the sticks. He might be just shy of it, and he is. 3rd down, about a half yard to go.
I tell you, Walker Elliott coming up and making that tackle. And this is a big 3rd down here for River Valley. They can't give the Buckeyes another opportunity to score before the half.
Now Hardway will go under center. Hand off to the first man through. The Buckeyes right there. I don't think he got it.
I tell you, it's going to be close.
And they say he got it. The official did mark first down.
Andrews was in on that tackle, and like we said earlier, we're kind of in an angle here. It's kind of hard to see the field at times, but it was awful close.
1st down and 10 for the Raiders on their own 44-yard line. Clock running, 6 minutes to play before the half, and the Buckeyes up 14-0. Dayton Hardway at quarterback. Takes a snap, rolls to this side. Looks like he will run it. Dayton Hardway. And he's going to be hit and dropped. Not much there whatsoever. Looked like he's just a little tentative running with the football. I don't know whether he's waiting too long for things to open up. But
and I'll tell you, once again, Garrett Maiden fought off the blocker, came up, and was able to keep Hardway from getting any yardage at all.
And they will spot it on the 45, so a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9 for the Raiders. Dayton Hardway, the quarterback, will take the direct snap. He's looking to throw, does so on the right side, and it is pulled down by Bickers, and he'll take it into Buckeye territory about the 48-yard line, and the Raiders will have a 3rd down and 2.
And like I said, it's awful close to a first down, and
it will be a 3rd and 1 as when the spot is made. It's at the Buckeye 47.
That's the 2nd completion on the night for Hardway.
3rd down and 1 for the Raiders. Hardway under center. Hands it off. And that's a first down for the Raiders down to the Buckeye 42-yard line. Gain of about 5 and a Raider first down.
Okay, that time they ran the old Maryland eye there. They ran it a couple times, this time giving it to the last back. And
they hurry up to the line of scrimmage, hand off to the tailback. A flag comes in, and the Buckeyes all over it. Dakota Mays and Jacob Talbert.
And I tell you what they're going to do now. They're going to call, I think, on the Buckeyes. We didn't get our man off the field quick enough. And
again, the Raiders hurried to the line of scrimmage to run a quick snap. It is on the Buckeyes. Looks like 12 men on the field.
Hey, that's the 4th penalty on the night for the Buckeyes for 20 yards. So actually, that's a 15-yard penalty.
And that's what they spot off. So they will spot it all the way down to the Buckeye 27-yard line, where it's 1st down and 10 for the Raiders. 4:12 to play before halftime. The Buckeyes up 2 touchdowns. Dayton Hardway at quarterback, man in motion to this side. He'll take the handoff. It's Kirk Morrow looking for some running room, and he's not going to find much. He picks up a couple yards, and then he's knocked down by the Buckeyes.
And Donovan Ross did a nice job there. He really stretched that play out and let the inside backers come down the line and make the tackle.
Gain of 2. It brings up 2nd and 8 for the Raiders at the Buckeye 25. Justin Arrowwood standing beside quarterback Dayton Hardway. Low snap, Hardway looking to pass, being rushed, and it is complete. Tomorrow breaks a tackle, and then he's taken down right around the Buckeye 22.
Hey, Morrow did a good job of preventing the hit, because I'll tell you, Jay Elliott was coming on a sprint, and he was able to stop and cut back and get around Elliott.
3rd down and about 4 for the Raiders, maybe 3. Short 4 or long 3, however you want to look at it. Raiders right around the Buckeye 22. Hardway takes a snap, and he'll hand it off to Arrowwood.
Oh.
And Justin Arrowwood, and flags come in, and that's going to be a face mask on Nelsonville-York.
Yeah, I tell you, I saw that right on the initial tackle, and that's going to be a 15-yarder too, so it's definitely going to put the ball deep into Buckeye territory.
Personal foul, face mask on Nelsonville-York. Be half the distance to the goal. Looks like it'll take it around the 10-yard line, I believe. And the Raiders will have a 1st down. Let's see if it's on the 10 or outside it.
Hey, you know, the Buckeyes really all in the first 3 games they've only averaged maybe 3 penalties a game already for the night. We're at 5, and then we're just through the first half.
1st and goal at the Buckeye 10. The good news is they have to pick up the full 10 yards. They cannot get a 1st down, and the Raiders will take a timeout. 2:38 to play in the first half, and the Buckeyes up 14-0. 1st and goal for the Raiders at the Buckeye 10-yard line. Dayton Hardway at quarterback. Justin Arrowwood in the backfield with Hardway. 1st and goal from the Buckeye 10. And handoff to Justin Arrowwood, and he'll take it inside the 10 to right around the 7. It looks like he picked up. Now they're going to spot it at the 8. Picks up 2 yards, bring up a 2nd and goal from the 8.
I tell you, and you mentioned earlier, 1st and goal from the 10 is probably the hardest place to be at.
Let's go, Buckeyes, hold him!
Hardway at quarterback. He's looking to throw. Throws a slant, and it falls incomplete. It looked like Tyler Timon had his hands on it.
And I tell you, we had a Buckeye defender that crossed right in front of him right before the ball got there, and I think it kind of broke his concentration on the ball. And now this is a third down here.
3rd and goal at the Buckeye 9-yard line. Nelsonville-York up 14-0, 2:10 to play before halftime. Dayton Hardway at quarterback. He takes a snap, looking to throw. Being pressured, comes to this side. Hardway running with it. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Dayton Hardway, the quarterback.
The Buckeyes, I think, just got upfield a little bit too far that time, and Hardway was able to get to the corner and turn it in.
Looks like Dylan Markham will attempt the point after touchdown for the Raiders. Tyler Timon will hold. Good snap, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. 2 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter. Buckeyes 14, Raiders 7. Dylan Markham will kick it away for the Raiders. Again, 74 is kicked in the past too, so Buckeyes need to be prepared for some trickery, and he will kick it. That was Devin McDonald, and the Buckeyes will take it on the far side. Bryson Nungester with the return, and he'll take it out to the Buckeye 41-yard line. Nice return.
Hey, a little bit trickery up front on that. They got actually 3 kickers with the possibility of kicking the football, and either your onside or your angle kicks. And Nungester, nice gain there for the Buckeyes. Great field position to start this drive, and minute 55 to go, and we can score quick. We've seen that, so it's time to get another one before this half.
Buckeyes on their own 40, and as you said, a minute 55 left to work with. The Raiders will have the ball coming out to begin the 2nd half of play. Buckeyes 2 receivers to this side, 1 to the far side. Edwards rolls to this side, looking to throw. Now Edwards will run with it and then get out of bounds.
And that's a head-up play by Hunter. I mean, he avoided contact, but at the same time, he was able to get himself out of bounds and stop that clock. And ball attended there for Warren, which is running more of a hitch and go that time. And I tell you right now, River Valley's playing deep, trying to keep everybody in front of them.
And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 41, just a 1-yard gain for Nelsonville-York. It's the Buckeyes 2nd down and 9. Clock stopped at 1:47 left in the 2nd quarter. Buckeyes in an I formation, a receiver split out on each side. Edwards takes the snap, hands it off, and that's Andrew McDonald. He breaks an initial tackle, but then he's taken down right around the 43-yard line. He picks up a couple, and the Buckeyes will have a 3rd and 7.
Tell you, timeout here on the field and by Nelsonville-York.
Buckeyes take the timeout. They lead 14-7, a minute 33 to play in the first half. Buckeyes 3rd down and 7 on their own 43-yard line. Hunter Edwards at quarterback. Takes the snap, looking to throw, being pressured, and he's hit from the blind side. The ball is loose. And Hunter Edwards got it back. Hopefully he's okay. Again, he took a blind side shot. And he does recover the football, and the Buckeyes will keep it, although it'll bring up a 4th down and about 18. The Buckeyes are going to have to punt it away. And now River Valley takes a timeout with a minute 15 to play in the 2nd quarter. Jeremy Wareham will punt it away for the Buckeyes. 4th down and about 18. Buckeyes back on their own 33. Timon and Morrow back deep to receive the punt. Good snap. Warren gets it away. Nice punt by Jeremy Warren. Backs up Morrow, and he'll call the fair catch back at the 25.
That's a beautiful punt, and nice catch by Morrow too, because I'll tell you, it went over his head a good ways.
Close to a 40-yard punt for Jeremy Warren, and it was all in the air.
Tell you, yeah, it was an excellent punt. He got great height on it too.
So the Raiders with 1 minute 8 seconds to play here in the first half, left to work with. They'll start on their own 25-yard line. Buckeyes up 14-7. Again, Dayton Hardway at quarterback. Takes a snap, and he'll hand it off to Justin Arrowwood, and he'll pick up 2 or 3 yards as he crosses the 25, is knocked down at the 27, a gain of 2.
Yeah, and he's tackled in there by Canner, and River Valley also has to be careful here. I mean, I know there's 50 seconds to go, but if they try to throw the ball, an interception on our side of the field, all we got to do is get somewhat close, and Maid's been able to kick. He might be able to get us a field goal.
Of course, again, the Raiders will have the ball coming out to begin the second half.
And they're definitely running the clock down right now.
It's at 30 seconds here in the second quarter. Handoff goes to Justin Arrowwood. Another short gain for Arrowwood. Clock running at 20 seconds. Gain of 1.
And I think that's going to be it for the first half.
Clock running at 7 seconds. And it's halftime here at River Valley High School. At halftime, Nelsonville-York leading the Raiders of River Valley 14-7. Garrett Maiden will kick it away to begin the second half of play. The Raiders will be receiving. It'll be Tyler Timon and Kirk Morrow. Maiden with the approach and the kick, coming towards Kirk Morrow right around the 20-yard line. Crosses the 25, the 30. And Morrow will go down right around the 39-yard line.
And McDonald on that tackle, and O'Neal for the Buckeyes. First half stats, unofficial stats. Buckeyes led on the ground by Alex Mount, 8 carries, 44 yards, and a touchdown. Through the air, Hunter Edwards, 3 of 5, no interceptions, 113 yards, and a touchdown to Warren. Warren has all the receptions for the 113 yards.
Dayton Hardway at quarterback, under center this time, and he'll hand it off. And that is Sam Payne, and he has some running room into Buckeye territory to the 49. He picks up about 12, and that's a first down.
I tell you, it was just a trap to this backside end here, and he just stayed in there behind them linemen and picked up nice 12 yards.
Hand off to Payne once again. It was a quick snap.
Sam Payne on the carry again, flag on the play.
Mason Canner on the tackle, but like you said, there is a flag down on the play.
See what the call is here. I'm not sure if they may have caught the Buckeyes with 12 men on the field again with that quick snap. So legal substitution on the Buckeyes. So now River Valley will have a first down and about 2 at the Buckeye 42, and a Hardway at quarterback. And the Buckeyes right there, no gain on the play.
And that's Noah Andrews all the way from his defensive end position, working down the line and making that tackle.
I believe that was Sam Payne again for the Raiders. Brings up a second down and about 2. Man in motion to this side. Hardway at quarterback under center. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw, being pressured. Throws to this side, and it is caught down to the Buckeye 29-yard line. That was Kirk Morrow on the reception.
Yeah, and Warren got a hand on it, and the ball just kind of fluttered up in the air there, and Morrow came down with it. And
First and 10, River Valley.
Buckeyes up 7 as we begin the second half. Raiders driving. First and 10 at the Buckeye 29. That's Arrowwood, and not much doing for Arrowwood.
Mays came through first with good contact. Elliott finishing it up, and maybe a yard gain that time for the Raiders. And
Gain of 1 on the play brings up second down and 9 for the Raiders.
Second down and 9, a gain of 1 to the Buckeye 28-yard line. Hardway hands it off to Arrowwood around the right side. The Buckeyes right there. And a flag comes in. I'm not sure if they're going to call a horse collar.
yeah, I think they're going to, and they're trying to run that stretch play, and Buckeyes just got too much speed up front to run that, and I think you're right. I think they're going to get a horse collar on us.
So that would have brought up a third down and about 12, but now a penalty against the Buckeyes. And it's a big one.
Yeah, 15-yard penalty on the Buckeyes. That's the 7th penalty so far on the night for the Buckeyes, and about 60 yards so far on the night just in penalties.
Raiders first and 10. The Buckeyes 17. Handoff goes to Justin Arrowwood. And he'll go down right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Yeah, Jay Elliott once again on the tackle for the Buckeyes.
No gain on the play brings up
So now another quick snap by the Raiders. They hurry to the line. Second down and 10 at the Buckeye 17. Nelsonville-York up 7, 9:45 to play third quarter. And that's a bad snap. Actually, it went through his hands. Hardway will try to pick it up, and he'll just fall on it now back at the Buckeye 42. A big loss of 25 yards.
And that's a huge loss. And, you know, and all night, really, Hardway's done a great job. Those snaps mostly have been low. And he's pulled them off the ground a number of times tonight. And huge loss for the Raiders.
So third down and about 35 back at the Buckeye 42. And again, it looked like it went just through his hands.
third down for the Raiders from their 41-yard line.
They do have a new quarterback in. I believe it's Patrick Brown that they have in there, which he's listed as a freshman. So third down and long. Third down and about 35 yards to go. Looked like a man moved, knocked down by Nelsonville-York.
They had Donovan Ross on the block there. Looked like it was going to be a quick three-step release there by the quarterback Brown. And
so the Raiders had a first and 10 at the Buckeye 17. Now it's 4th and 35 back at the Buckeye 42.
Patrick Brown's pass is tipped to the line of scrimmage.
Dylan Markham will punt it away. Jeremy Wareham back deep for the Buckeyes. Punt is away. Nice high punt. Buckeyes will let it bounce. It takes a Buckeye bounce. And the Raiders will down it, and the Buckeyes will take over on their own 20.
Tell you, great bounce. Tell you that easily could have bounced down inside the 10, and it took about a 5-yard bounce. And Buckeyes are going to start with good field position here at about the 20-yard line.
8:38 to play in quarter number 3 here at River Valley High School. The Buckeyes 14 and the Raiders 7. Just a beautiful night for high school football. Hunter Edwards at quarterback. We're in motion. Handoff goes. I believe it's Andrew McDonald.
And that might have been Andrews.
Short gain on the play for the Buckeyes. A gain of 2, maybe 3 yards. It looks like Nelsonville-York will be without tailback Alex Mount for the remainder of the evening. He was injured in the first half. Hopefully he'll be okay.
Josh Campbell with the tackle there.
Buckeyes a second down and about 8 on their own 22. We're in motion on the left side. Edwards back to pass, has a little bit of time, throwing along towards Dakota Mays, and it falls incomplete down at the 40-yard line of River Valley.
Hey, that's great coverage downfield that time by Morrow, and you know we ran that play last week against Burden Union and had some great success, some big gains out of it. Well scouted that time by River Valley.
So the Buckeyes now a third down and 8 on their own 22-yard line. 7:52 to play in the third quarter. The Buckeyes up 14-7. Noah Andrews, the lone back in the backfield with quarterback Hunter Edwards. He takes a snap, looking to throw, throws to this side, caught by Jeremy Warren. He's got a Buckeye first down and more.
Go.
Warren up the sideline, across the 30, 20, touchdown, no flag.
Okay, that was just Warren playing on the inside, just ran an out route. And tell you, he did all that, had a great block out here by the wideout, and I tell you, he was going 80 yards for a touchdown.
78-yard touchdown, Hunter Edwards to Jeremy Warren. Garrett Maiden will attempt the point after the touchdown. The Buckeyes back up by 2 touchdowns now with 7:39 to play in the third quarter. And a flag comes in. And a penalty on the Buckeyes. Nelsonville-York may have had too many men on the field. I believe they had 12 men on the field when they was getting ready to line up for the extra point. So they'll mark it back 5 yards. Freshman Garrett Maiden will attempt the extra point. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 7:39 to play in the third quarter. Nelsonville-York 21, River Valley 7. Garrett Maiden will kick it away for the Buckeyes. Tyler Timon and Kirk Morrow back deep for the Raiders. Maiden kicks it away down the center of the field. Morrow takes it around the 30. Crosses the 40-yard line, and he's going to take it out to the 42-yard line. So good field position for River Valley.
Yeah, Dakota Mays on that tackle for the Buckeyes. And like you said, good field position to start this drive for River Valley. And coming out of halftime, River Valley went to a quick no-huddle offense, and we'll see now they're huddling up right now. And I'll tell you, that was, it's hard to believe just one bad snap how the momentum can change so fast.
Dayton Hardway at quarterback, under center. 3 backs in the backfield this time. Hand off to the first man through. The Buckeyes all over it. That was Josh Campbell on the carry.
And Nungester and Andrews on the tackle.
Gain of about 3. Takes it out to midfield. 2nd and 7 for the Raiders. Again, first league game for both of these teams. River Valley now in the Ohio Division of the TVC. The handoff this time goes to Justin Arrowwood, and he takes it into Buckeye territory to about the 48 as he picks up a couple yards.
And he's tackled in there by a few Buckeyes, but Elliott coming off there along with Mays.
We may have a flag down. I don't see the flag, but I see the officials talking, and now penalty on River Valley. So the Raiders will back up. Personal foul, I believe it might have been a blow to the head.
And that's second penalty on the night for the Raiders, and I believe you're right. I think it was an illegal blow to the head. And
so that'll make it a second down and about 20. The Raiders back on their own 37. Dayton Hardway at quarterback. He's under center. Takes a snap, hands it off on the right side. I believe that's Bickers on the right side, and picks up a few yards for River Valley.
And he's pushed out of bounds there by Nungester, and that's that stretch play. And I tell you, it's really hard to stretch against this Buckeye D line, especially with Donovan Ross on that far side.
He picks up 2. It brings up third down and 18. The Raiders back on their own 39-yard line. Hardway takes a snap, and he'll hand it off once again, and Arrowwood will pound it out to about the 44-yard line. He picks up about 4 yards, but it's going to bring up 4th and long for the Raiders, 4th and 12. Raiders 4th and 12 on their own 45, and Dylan Markham will punt it away. Jeremy Warren back deep for the Buckeyes. Good snap. Markham gets it away. And the Buckeyes will let it bounce, and the Raiders will down it at the Buckeye 25-yard line. 5:59 to play in the third quarter. The Buckeyes up 21-7. Buckeyes with a 14-point lead. First down and 10. Nelsonville-York on their own 25. 2 receivers on each side. Edwards takes a snap, looking to throw. He's going to throw long towards Jeremy Warren, and it's going to fall incomplete down at the River Valley 41. Good coverage at time by Tyler Timon.
Yeah, and I tell you, Warren's had such a huge night. I'm surprised they're not putting 2 people on him right now. And he's sitting here with every reception for Edwards, and big touchdown throws of 78 and 86 yards.
Buckeyes 2nd and 10 on their own 25. Now the I formation. Handoff goes to Andrew McDonald. And a short game for McDonald. Good hard running.
And right now also Jacob Talbert's in there at the fullback spot. Andrew's over here. He's cramping up a little bit. And so right now both backup running backs are in the game for the Buckeyes.
Third down and about 7 for the Buckeyes as Andrew McDonald picks up 3 for Nelsonville-York. 5:22 to play in the third quarter. Buckeyes up 21-7. 3rd and 7 for the Buckeyes. On their own 28. Hunter Edwards at quarterback looking to throw. Throwing over the middle towards Jeremy Ware, and he pulls it in River Valley territory, and he's tackled at the 40. Nice pass.
And it was, to me, it almost looked like pass interference on top of that. It looks like he was being held. And tell you, just another nice throw and nice catch by Warren and Edwards.
Hunter Edwards laid it right in there, and a nice catch by Jeremy Warren. As you said, that the River Valley defender may have been interfering as he pulled it in. But the Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the Raider 40. Buckeyes in a power eye now. And a flag comes in on the far side. It looks like we have a sideline warning on the Raiders. Of course, that will not be a penalty at this point anyway. It's just a warning. Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the River Valley 40, leading by 14. And Hunter Edwards will keep it himself around the right side. A flag comes in as Edwards picks up about 7 yards.
And probably going to have a holding in there on the Buckeyes. And
holding on Nelsonville-York.
Flag on the play after the gain on the run.
4:39 to play in the third quarter. The Buckeyes up 21-7 in their league opener. Down here at River Valley High School, the Raiders, now a member of the TVC, their first year. Again, holding on the Buckeyes, and they'll spot it back at midfield right on the 50. So the Buckeyes will have a first down and 20.
That's the 9th penalty on the night for the Buckeyes, and hey, those can kill drives real quick.
Buckeyes out of the eye. Receiver on each side. Dakota Mays in motion to this side. Edwards throws, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of miscommunication there too, because I saw Mays coming in motion this way, and he actually almost run into Hunter. Hunter was able to just throw it close to Warren, which I tell you, Warren's caught everything, even almost came up with that.
Bryson Nungester coming in with the Buckeye play on second down and 20. Nelsonville-York at the 50. Buckeyes up by 2 touchdowns with 4:11 to play, third quarter. Hunter Edwards at quarterback, takes the snap. A flag comes in and whistles blow the play dead. And a legal procedure on Nelsonville-York. So the Buckeyes going the wrong direction right now. They'll spot it back at the Buckeye 45, where it'll be second down and 25. Buckeyes led 14-7 at halftime, and Buckeyes tacked on a touchdown here in the third quarter and lead 21-7. Second down and 25. Edwards takes a snap, rolls to this side. And now Edwards will run with it. And he'll go down right around the 43-yard line as he picks up about 13 yards for Nelsonville-York.
Yeah, he at least gets him closer to that manageable third down. And
brings up 3rd and 11.
Morrow on that tackle for River Valley. And
Third down and 11.
Edwards sacrifices his body. He stays in bounds, and that keeps the clock running. Third down and 11 for Nelsonville-York, right around the 42-yard line of the Raiders. Edwards play action, back to pass, throws, and it's incomplete towards Jeremy Warren. A flag comes in right around the line of scrimmage. And it's holding on Nelsonville-York, and this one may be declined. It would bring up 4th and 11.
Looks like holding against Nelsonville-York.
See what the Raiders decide to do. Head coach Jared Sparling.
yeah, I mean, it gives you a situation where you got 4th and 11, but I tell you, if the Buckeyes would punt, it could possibly put them down inside the 10-yard line.
And the Raiders will decline, so the Buckeyes will have a 4th and 11 at the 42-yard line of River Valley, and it looks like the Buckeyes will punt it away. Jeremy Warren will do the punting, and Tyler Timon and Kirk Morrow back deep to receive the punt for River Valley. And a flag comes in. And a legal motion, I believe, on the Buckeyes. No, it's 12 men on the field again for Nelsonville-York. A legal substitution. So the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th and 16 at the 47-yard line of River Valley. Nice snap, and Jeremy Warren gets it away. Kirk Morrow takes it around the 22, comes to this side, and he's knocked down right around the 30-yard line. Good open field tackle.
Yeah, Jacob Talbert, I'll tell you, about every special team tackle, Jacob Talbert seems to be making a tackle or at least around the tackle.
So the Raiders, 2:59 to play in the third quarter. They trail the Buckeyes 21-7, and River Valley will take over 1st and 10 on their own 30.
Tell you, when River Valley came out at halftime, I tell you, they had a lot of momentum. They seemed like their energy was much higher. And they had that great drive and it ended with a bad snap, and since then they've just kind of not been the same team.
3 men in the backfield, and the third man through will take it, and then the Buckeyes all over it.
Andrews is on the first contact there, and and that is definitely one of the strong points of that Buckeye defense is the run game, and right now they're trying to exploit the run or their run, and tell you we're just doing the job up front.
Sam Payne thrown for a 2-yard loss. It brings up 2nd and 12. Back at the 28. Hardway, well, it's a backwards pass. That's a live ball.
And Donovan Ross, to tell you, he was all over that. So was Dakota Mays. And
River Valley does have it, but that's a big loss for the Raiders all the way back around the 12-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and about 28 for the Raiders. Raiders 3rd and 28 back on their own 12. And at quarterback is Patrick Brown now. And Arrowwood trying to find some running room, and he finds little.
And he runs right into Jay Elliott and then also Noah Andrews.
Picks up 1 yard, and it'll bring up 4th and long for the Raiders. 4th down and about 27. So River Valley will punt it away, and the Buckeyes look to get good field position here, leading by 2 touchdowns. 1:22 to play in the 3rd quarter. Jeremy Warren standing at the Raider 46-yard line to receive the punt.
And we're definitely going to get some good field position out of this punt.
Dylan Markham will punt it away. He gets it away, high punt. Jeremy Warren calls for the fair catch, and he makes it at the Raider 41-yard line.
It's a nice job by Jeremy Warren. Buckeye offense will have great field position here at the 41-yard line.
1:09 to play in the 3rd quarter here at River Valley High School. 21-7, Buckeyes in the lead. Next week, the Buckeyes will travel to Logan to take on the Logan Chieftains. River Valley will play at Meigs. And we have a timeout taken by Nelsonville-York. Other games of interest around the area this week. Logan at Loudonville. Last we heard it was 19-6. Loudonville at the half. Athens at Alexander. Athens winning big in that one. Meigs at Vinton County. Meigs winning that one, the last we heard. Wellston at Oak Hill, and I believe you said you heard Oak Hill was rolling in that one. Waterford at Trimble. Trimble winning big, the last we heard. Eastern at Federal Hockey. Miller at Southern. Bishop Reedy at Jackson. Jackson was leading that one, the last we heard.
Yeah, and that's a surprise for me right there. Jackson's definitely clicking on all cylinders right now, and Bishop Reedy, which I believe is very high in the region, and that's a huge win if Jackson can pull that off.
Also, of course, the Buckeyes defeated Newark Catholic. They're hosting Lakewood, who's 0-3, so Buckeyes hoping Newark Catholic can take care of business and give Nelsonville-York a few more computer points. Bern Union's at Danville. Danville 2-1.
Yeah, Danville's only loss was to Fredericktown, and they're number 1 in our region.
So Buckeyes, 1st down and 10 at the Raider 41. Edwards, and it's Jeremy Warren. Buckeyes ran the option to the right side, but then Jeremy Warren intercepts the option pitch, and a nice run all the way down to about the 27-yard line.
Warren, he's had great plays running the ball, receiving the ball. He just had a great overall night tonight.
Pickup of about 13. Buckeyes with a 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line of the Raiders. Buckeyes up 21-7, clock running, 44 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Buckeyes out of the eye. Handoff goes to Andrew McDonald up the middle. And the Raiders will stack him up after a short gain on the play. Let's see where they spot it.
Gillian on the tackle that time for the Raiders, and like you said, a short gain.
It's like a gain of 1 for the Buckeyes, brings up 2nd down and 9 at the 27-yard line of River Valley. Clock at 10 seconds and running. Buckeyes out of the eye, and nothing doing for the Buckeyes on that play. That'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. No Andrews on the carry and no gain on the play. And again, that's the end of the 3rd quarter here at River Valley High School. Nelsonville-York leading the Raiders at the end of 3, 21-7. Buckeyes with a 3rd down and about 8 at the 26-yard line of River Valley. Hunter Edwards will keep it himself around the right side, has some running room. And it looks like he's got a Buckeye 1st down, and he does, right around the 15-yard line. Looks like they'll spot it at the 16.
Tell you, that was great lead blocking at time by Noah Andrews, taking out the defensive end, letting Hunter turn the corner. And
From the 16-yard line, 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Buckeyes at the 16 of River Valley. Buckeyes out of the eye. Hand off to Jeremy Warren coming around this side. And a short gain for Jeremy. Takes it down to the 14, a gain of 2.
Okay, Williams, again, from that defensive end position. Also Morrow on that tackle. And
second down and about 8 for Nelsonville-York at the 14 of River Valley. Buckeyes in a power eye, and now Noah Andrews will be lining up at tailback. Buckeyes in the power package. And handoff goes to Noah Andrews on the right side, and he dives forward. He down to about the 11-yard line, maybe the 10-yard line. Looks like it's where they're going to spot it at. He picks up 4.
I tell you, he got hit there in the backfield and kept his feet and was able to basically jump forward for about 3-4 yards. Gillian again in on that tackle for the Raiders, which up front has been pretty tough tonight.
Buckeyes 3rd down and 4 at the River Valley 10-yard line. Buckeyes up 21-7, clock running, 10 minutes, 5 seconds to play in the 4th quarter. And a timeout taken by Nelsonville-York. Buckeyes 3rd and 4 at the Raider 10-yard line. Out of the power eye. And Edwards will keep it himself around the left side. And he'll be knocked down right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and the Buckeyes will have a 4th down and 4 at the 10-yard line. Of course,
Campbell was on that tackle, and hey, that's one of them plays where they tried to feed that inside run and then let Hunter pull it out and hug it to play side. And
Buckeyes are going to attempt the field goal. I was getting ready to mention, of course, this is in Garrett Maiden's range, the freshman kicker. So it'll be about a 27-yard attempt. Buckeyes attempting the field goal.
And we've had a winner and split the clock.
Good snap, and the kick is no good.
Hey, River Valley had a good rush that time.
The Raider picked it up. It was timing across the way and was running with it, but the officials ruled it dead because it did go into the end zone. In high school football, it's a dead ball.
It is a dead ball, and I believe they touched it. I think they might have got a hand on it also.
So the Raiders will take over on their own 20-yard line. They trail the Buckeyes 21-7 with 9 minutes, 2 seconds to play in the game. And at quarterback once again is Patrick Brown, the freshman. And the Buckeyes right there, nothing doing for the Raiders.
No, and you know, the Buckeye defense, Talbert on that tackle, but the Buckeye defense up front has just done a great job. And, you know, River Valley's success is came on some plays outside and a few pass plays, but got to give credit for that D-line.
Brown throws, and it is caught out to the 30-yard line. Close to a first down. Let's see where they spot it. Looks like it will be third down for the Raiders. Third down and about a yard to go. Again, the freshman Patrick Brown at quarterback. The ball's loose on 3rd and 1. He picks it up, runs to the left side, and the Buckeyes will take him down for a loss.
Hey, I tell you, he takes a hard hit in there too, and yeah, I believe it was either I think it was Dakota Mays on that hit, and
loss of about 3 brings up 4th and 4 for the Raiders. And it looks like they will go for it. Of course, they're down 2 touchdowns, and the clock's running at 7:50 to play in the game.
Tell you, they've dealt with some low snaps all night, and it was just too low that time for Brown to take.
Brown looking to pass. Throws on the left side, and the receiver falls down over in front of the River Valley bench.
I think we're going to have a defensive pass interference call right here.
Looks like pass interference against the Buckeyes.
Pass interference on Nelsonville-York, so River Valley will have a first down. 7:38 to play in the game. The Buckeyes up 21-7. They'll spot the ball out at the Raider 41-yard line. Again, Patrick Brown at quarterback.
Let's go, Buckeyes!
And we may have an injured player. Might be for River Valley across the way. Hopefully that young man's okay, so we'll take an injury timeout. Player for River Valley was helped off the field across the way to the bench, and hopefully that young man will be okay. Brown back to pass, being rushed, and gets away from a would-be sack, and now he will go down back at the 30-yard line of River Valley.
David Ray on the sack, and tell you, we wrapped him up to start with, and he was able to get out of it, and then when he turned back around, David Ray was able to wrap him up again. And
loss of about 10 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 20 for River Valley. Back on their own 30-yard line. Low snap. Brown looking to pass, being rushed, throws, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Morrow.
Tell you, Brown did a nice job. He's getting pressured big time in there by Jacob Talbert. And just to be able to see Morrow down the field, which is being covered by David Ray, tell you, that's a nice play that time by quarterback Brown.
3rd down and 20 for the Raiders on their own 31-yard line. Patrick Brown at quarterback. And the ball's loose. Brown picks it up, now runs with it, and he's going to go down. He picks up a yard or 2 on the play, but it's going to bring up 4th and long.
Tell you, all night, well, he was tackled in there by Ross and Elliott, but all night he is, the River Valley offense has struggled with some low snaps on that shotgun formation, and it's definitely taken its toll here in the second half.
4th down and about 18 for the Raiders, and they will go for it. Ball on their own 33-yard line. Of course, they're down 2 touchdowns, 6:20 to play in the game. Brown takes a snap, looking to throw. Does so on the left side, and it is caught, but it's well short of a first down. He gets it back to the original line of scrimmage and maybe tacks on a yard or 2 to it, but the Buckeyes have held on downs as he was about 8 yards shy of a first down.
And David Ray on the coverage and on the tackle, and like you said, Buckeyes will give him 10 yards when it's 4th down and basically 20. Great field position. Got the ball 1st and 10 here at about the 43-yard line.
Buckeyes at the Raider 43, leading 21-7, 6 minutes, 10 seconds to play in the game. Buckeyes in an I formation, the receiver on each side. Handoff goes to Andrew McDonald, and he'll take it down inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line. So he picks up about 4 yards.
That's a nice run in there by McDonald. And Campbell on the tackle that time for River Valley. And
second down and 6 for Nelsonville-York. Buckeyes at the Raider 39-yard line. In the T formation this time. Hand off to Bryson Nungester, and he'll pick up a couple yards for the Buckeyes, for to bring up a 3rd and 4.
They had Josh Campbell, which has had some tackles here in the fourth quarter, comes up with a big hit there on Nungester. But Nungester was able to pick up about 3 yards, and we're looking at a 3rd down and about 3 now for the Buckeyes.
Ball spotted right around the 36-yard line of River Valley, 3rd and 3, 5:05 to play in the game. The Buckeyes up by 2 touchdowns. Nelsonville-York out of the I. Hunter Edwards at quarterback. And he'll hand it off to Andrew McDonald, and he's got the 1st down, and good hard running by McDonald, and he takes it down to about the 27-yard line.
Tell you, not only is that nice running up front or by McDonald, was able to pick up about 7 yards, get that 1st down. River Valley right now, when the Buckeyes are in that basically that power double type formation, they're bringing everybody up on the line right now, and McDonald was able to find his way through there, but offensive line was able also to get a hat on someone and create that hole for McDonald.
You know you're doing your job as a line if you're opening up holes when the defense knows what you're going to do. Buckeyes 1st and 10. Out of the I. Handoff will go to Jacob Talbert, I believe. Still running hard. Talbert comes out of there. And he's got a Buckeye 1st down to the 15-yard line, a gain of about 13 yards.
I tell you, Talbert got hit in there hard by Timon, and he just kept his feet moving and spun off of it and was able to pick up 13 yards.
And we may have an injured Buckeye, might be cramping up.
That's actually Talbert. Like you said, just cramping up a little bit, but man, that's a heck of a run by Jacob Talbert.
And Jacob Talbert will limp off the field, and we have a timeout. Hopefully Talbot will be okay and get back in there for the Buckeyes. 4:16 to play in the game, and Nelsonville-York up 21-7. Buckeyes 1st down and 10 at the 15-yard line of River Valley. Jeremy Waring in motion to this side. He'll take the pitch, cuts it up. A flag comes in, and Waring will be taken down right around the 12-yard line. We may have a hold on the Buckeyes.
Hey, that's right in that area. For a penalty for a holding, and
and that is the call.
Tell you, with that play right there, that penalty takes the Buckeyes up over 100 yards on the night on penalties, 13 penalties, and I know that's something Coach Boston's definitely going to correct by next week.
Holding marked off against the Buckeyes. They spot it back to the 27-yard line of River Valley.
Of course, that's a spot foul too, so if the penalty actually exceeds the 10 yards.
So the Buckeyes will have a 1st down and about 22 to go at the 27-yard line of the Raiders. Nungester in motion to this side. Edwards takes a snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. And Hunter Edwards is going to go down for a loss on the play.
Yeah, I tell you, they faked it in there at time to McDonald. Josh Campbell come up from his DB position and was able to bring down Edwards, but no gain on the play. But the good thing is that clock's still rolling, and the Buckeyes still have that 2-touchdown lead right now.
2nd down and about 27 for the Buckeyes, back at the Raider 32. 3:38, clock running left here in the game. 21-7 Buckeyes. Buckeyes in the I formation. Edwards back to pass, looking to throw, throwing towards Jeremy Warren, and it falls incomplete down inside the 10-yard line. Timon on coverage for the Raiders.
Yeah, I think that's the first pass thrown toward Jeremy tonight that he wasn't able to bring in. And
so the Buckeyes with a third down and about 27 to go at the Raider 32-yard line. We're in motion to this side. Edwards back to pass, throwing long. Jeremy Warren open, and he's got it for a Buckeye touchdown.
You know, you wonder after a touchdown throw of 86 and 78 how Jeremy Warren could still be so wide open.
Of course, the Raiders had about everybody in the box trying to stop the Buckeye run, and Nelsonville-York throws the ball. Jeremy Warren gets wide open. Garrett Maiden will attempt the point after touchdown, and the kick is up, and the kick is through. It's good. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to play in the game. The Buckeyes up 28-7. Cheerleaders down front. Buckeye cheerleaders, Maya Flores, Lily Parsons, Mackenzie Patton, Alyssa Spencer, Brandy Atkins, Alyssa Klaus, Cassie Coe, Shauna McCombs, Mackenzie Perry, Mariah Abram, Abby Adams, Michaela Bradford, Chloe Chubb, Cassie Gatchell, Caitlin Dieter, and Hannah Hiles. Buckeye cheerleaders, and again the band playing down front of the Buckeye crowd who made the trip down to Bidwell to see the Buckeyes take on the River Valley Raiders, and we're ready for the kickoff after the Buckeyes score. Garrett Maiden kicks it away. It'll be Timon. He brings it back this direction. He'll be tackled at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Walker Elliott was able to come in and make a hit on them, and also number 64 for the Buckeyes that time, which is Paul Varner, also on the tackle. And a night where for the Buckeyes where our running game might not be where we wanted to, we was able to come up with some big pass plays from Hunter Edwards to Jay Elliott to keep this Buckeye offense moving, and they had a big night through the air tonight.
And a high snap. Arrowwood pulls it in, and he'll be taken down for a 5-yard loss back at the 30. Clock running under 3 minutes to play in the game. The Buckeyes up by 21. They'll call it a 4-yard loss as they spotted at the 31-yard line. Second down and 14 for the Raiders. Brown, the quarterback, now will run with it, and he'll be taken down after a gain of 1 to the 32-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 13.
And Ross on that tackle, and he's had a big night tonight from that defensive end spot.
It's up a 30-12 for the Raiders.
3rd and 13 for River Valley. High snap. Brown will just fall on it, and that will be a loss, and it'll bring up 4th down and about 20 for the Raiders.
Hey, Brown did a nice job that time just knocking the ball down, preventing it to go deeper into Buckeye territory there, and it does bring up a 4th down, but he probably saved the Buckeyes from getting the ball probably down inside the 15.
Dylan Merkin will punt it away. It's 4th down and about 22 to go for the Raiders. Gets it away. Buckeyes let it bounce. Takes a Buckeye roll, and they'll down it at the Raider 44-yard line. 1:19 to play in the game. The Buckeyes up 28-7. The Buckeyes will take a knee. Hunter Edwards backs up and takes the knee. Clock running, 1:13 to play in the game.
And that's the best formation you can be in at the end of the game, victory formation. And
Buckeyes are going to win their league opener tonight here at River Valley High School. The Buckeyes next week will have a non-league contest as they play at Logan. Hunter Edwards waiting for the official to give the signal. It's under 5 seconds, and he takes another knee. Clock running at 34 seconds to play.
And that'll probably be the last snap of the game right there for the Buckeyes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like it's going to do it for us here at Raider Stadium.
And that is going to do it. Buckeyes are going to win it here at River Valley. Clock running at 12 seconds. 28-7, Nelsonville-York. And the clock has hit triple zeros, and Nelsonville-York has defeated the Raiders of River Valley 28-7.
We're back at River Valley High School where the Buckeyes come away with a 28-7 win on the night. Some unofficial stats for the Buckeyes. On the ground, Alex Mount, 8 rushes, 44 yards. He did have a touchdown, but that was all in the first half for Alex as he didn't play in the second half. Also on the ground tonight, stepping in for Mount was McDonald, which had 5 carries for 18 yards. Warren, 4 carries also for 18 yards. Big night through the air tonight for Hunter Edwards. 5 for 13, no interceptions, 258 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Jeremy Warren was on the end of every reception. 5 receptions, 258 yards, 3 touchdowns for Jeremy Warren. Excellent night through the air tonight for the Buckeyes. Only downfall for the night when you look at it is one, we didn't get our running game going how we usually do, but when Hunter and Jeremy step up like they did tonight with some big receptions, that really opens up your offense, and just a great game by those two tonight. Only other thing we have to fix by next week going into another league game, non-league game with Logan. 13 penalties, 105 yards on the night, and that's something that can definitely hurt you in the long run, and I'm sure Coach Boston and staff's going to be on top of that. Those are things that you can definitely correct pretty easy. So a good night for the Buckeyes through the air tonight, and Jeremy Warren, just an outstanding night tonight. Back-to-back weeks for Jeremy Warren with just almost about 400 yards, almost 500 yards of total offense in 2 weeks.
Once again, Nelsonville-York will be playing at Logan next Friday night, but we do want to mention that is a 7 o'clock kickoff at Logan. Logan playing all their games at 7 o'clock this year. Of course, we're used to playing at 7:30, and we want to get that word out there again. You want to be up at Logan before the kickoff at 7 o'clock. Again, the game will begin at 7 p.m. at Logan next Friday night when Nelsonville-York visits the Chieftains. River Valley will be playing at Meigs next week. The Raiders suffer their first loss of the season. They are now 3-1 overall, and of course 0-1 in the league. And Nelsonville-York, they win their league opener. They're 3-1 overall, and the Buckeyes 1-0.
Tell you, just a quick review of the game. One thing I did notice tonight was this was a very physical game tonight. Both sides. This was probably one of the hardest hitting games we've been in this year. You could definitely tell that by looking on the sidelines. There's a lot of banged up people on both sides, but just another outstanding night again for that Buckeye defense. And they've they've just played excellent against the run all year, and once again, several sacks on the night, under 100 yards of rushing. Actually under 25 yards of total rushing the ball tonight by River Valley. So, hats off to the Buckeye D. Another great night of Buckeye football.
Again, the Buckeyes now 3-1 overall, 1-0 in the Ohio Division of the TVC, and the Buckeyes will travel to Logan next Friday night, a week from tonight, and again, that kickoff is 7 p.m. up at Logan. Once again, the final score here at River Valley High School, Nelsonville-York defeats the Raiders 28-7. For Nathan Fox on camera and Eric Dean, this is Jim McCumber saying, so long, everybody.